This is what people look like when they watch the news on television. They also look the same way when they listen to the news on radio. And if you ever notice someone when they read a newspaper, they look exactly the same way. They've got this confused look on their face, like, this isn't interactive. Why am I just getting this information fed to me? I would rather subscribe to information and get it to come to me on my terms. And there are plenty of apps that can do this for you on a mobile platform, du jour, whichever one you happen to be using, the platform of the day. But Windows 8 is bringing back RSS in I would say, a pretty big way, at least in conjunction with the Metro experience we've talked about recently. And we're asking the question, largely based on our limited experiences, with the Windows 8 developer preview. Pretty soon we will see the consumer preview, at least at this point in time. Will the Windows 8 RSS reader change the way you experience news? So we have these Metro tiles sitting on the desktop, and you can subscribe to a feed like our feed here. The YouTube feed, you can get it pumped into your Windows 8 RSS news reading experience. You can subscribe to lockergnome.com, chris.perillo.com. There have been RSS readers integrated within platforms in the past. You've seen them all over the place. Google still has their reader, although I can't imagine many people are really still using it, largely because we use apps, dedicated apps, to digest our news. Honestly, I get most of my news either from Nomies or any other chat room, from Twitter, from Facebook, from Google+. I don't really have a specific application to read the news. But given that a lot of people are going to be using Windows 8 or would likely be upgrading, these headlines, this news app, may make it easier for them to get their news rather than having to rely on traditional media. It's right there on their computer. Whether they're using Windows 8 in a tablet environment, on a desktop, they can get to it easily. And it's not that you couldn't download an app before, it's that it's baked in. It's super simple and kind of fun, too. Any news reading app that enhances that reading experience is thumbs up, for me, at least. And I do happen to digest news on a mobile device, probably more than I do on the desktop. Certainly, I rely on not dedicated news readers, but you, as a reader of the news, to share what you believe is interesting, because ultimately that is how I discover things. Have you had a chance to try this application? If not, stay tuned. It may be one of the bigger features that consumers, that are people who aren't geeks, actually appreciate about Windows 8 over previous versions of Windows. Things that are easier for them to do. And really, as time goes on, technology should get easier, not more difficult for users. So if you're looking forward to this as well, feel free to share this article. Maybe you're interested in seeing if this is going to be something that you want on the desktop. Just like Harry Creeder, Alex Piero, Sean Jordan, Skylar Johnson, Stacey Ferris did. I'm going to go ahead and +1 this, and hopefully you will as well, because that's how your followers are going to find the news.